Okay friends, so today's topic is hand rigging, and I'm going to start with basic joints. So just go to the rigging shelf and just take normal joint, and for hand you must use top view to draw your hand, and this is your shoulder, elbow, wrist, and this is your hand area. Okay, so today we'll be going to discuss on the IK. So for that, first draw your joint, and secondly we want one joint in the forearms area also. For that, just go to the rigging section, go to skeleton, just search for insert joint, and from elbow just drag one joint and just keep in between your wrist and your elbow. This is our forearm joint. Okay, and done. Now we have to check our orientation also, and this I'm going to I'm just going to keep this joint on the top. Okay, and let's see how it works. Just right click and click on select hierarchy, and we want to see the local rotation axis. Okay, I just want to see it's proper, so I don't have to worry about this. It's proper. I think this is proper, and once I'm satisfied with this, once again I'm going to select hierarchy, just click on the select hierarchy and just disable local rotation axis. So this is the first thing we have to do, and first we are going to discuss our traditional method which Minal already had done. So what we normally do is, so we have our IK handle and we use rotate plane solver, and we normally use our shoulder to wrist, but this is in this case we have additional joint over here. So if we try to move this particular IK handle, see what happens, forearms breaks, right? So definitely we are not going to use this particular method. No, this is not going to help us. Okay, so then what to do? So I'm just doing undo, Control Z, and I'm going to delete this IK. Okay, so Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Okay, so we need a clean joints. So we have clean joints now. So what we have to do now, simply just take simple steps. Just go to IK handle, take rotate plane solver, and instead of clicking on your wrist, just click on your shoulder and your forearms. Done. Simple. Done. Simply you have to do this, and it is done. So this is proper. Now the question arises, the animators want controller from your wrist joint, not from the forearms. This is very difficult for animator to control hands from forearms. So we need this controller over here, right? But if we take this controller over here, what happens? Forearms breaks. But this is very good. Now our problem is solved. Now what to do? So we're going to see how to tackle this situation. Basically we need a controller, this controller over here. Okay, for that what you have to do, just select your IK and right click, just go to DG Traverser and search for effector and select effector. Okay, and those who are on their mobile, they can just snapshot this thing, or those who are on PC, they can just print screen this particular thing. This is simple. Just right click, go to DG Traverser, joint one, select effector, effector, select effector. Okay, so your effector is got selected. What you have to do now, after your effector has been selected, you can just go directly here also and you can find your effector. This also will work, and simply you have to press D. Basically you have to activate your pivot point. Just press D and we have to snap it to the wrist joint. For that we have to use snap to point, that is our V shortcut. I'm going to press D and V both together and use middle mouse and just drag it over here. Done. Done. Now check. So now we have shifted our controller from forearms to wrist. Okay, like that. Next, now what? So this is a simple step, and now what we are going to do now, we need an additional controller. So I'm just going to click on this knob circle and just press V and just snap it to this particular joint and just do the needful. Just rotate this particular joint, or sorry, the knob circle. Just rotate that particular knob circle. Control A, 90 degree. Okay, just see it's proper. Just rotate a bit like that, just to match this joint axis, and if you want you can just scale it. So this is our controller, hand controller. Underscore CTL control underscore, this is our left hand, or you can just scale it more. And now what you have to do, just go to modify and freeze the transformation, and we don't want any history over here. For that, just delete the history. Just go to delete by type and history. Just make sure you have clean curve or controller. Now simply what you have to do, just drag your IK handle inside your hand, and you can use child parent also. So now simple, now we are controlling this IK with our regular curve. Done. Simple. 0 to come to the default value. Now see, now if we try to rotate this particular area, see, Control Z, and now if you try to rotate this up down, okay, so now it is possible.